All right, injury updates. Latu had a hip. Overall, I was pleased with the way the guys battled all day, but at the end of the day, obviously not enough. Turnovers hurt us and penalties hurt us, But I thought Riley did some really good things. He showed up, threw some touchdown passes, moved in the pocket well, made some big-time plays for us.
And what were you most happy with or most impressed with from Riley watching him and practicing him?
Yeah, I think his preparation was awesome all week, and then the composure throughout the game, making plays. Obviously, the third play of the game, hitting Alec on the double move was huge, and then hitting Alec again on the corner route, making some plays with his legs. I thought he played a tremendous game. Obviously, there's a few plays I'm sure he'd want back, just like we all would, but he did some really good things for us.
Shane, not being able to finish there at the end, how indicative do you think that has been on your season?
Yeah, it was frustrating. The last half of this season for sure. That's what it's been, not finding ways to finish. And we got to work tirelessly to get that fixed.
What was the explanation that you guys got on the Alec getting disqualified there? No, from us it looked like he got walked into, but I just didn't know how you understood that.
Yeah, obviously he was just talking to the official, and they said he bumped into him, and that was the call. And obviously Alec did not mean to do that. Alec's his character is top of the line, one of the best dudes, on our team. So just an unfortunate situation.
For Alec to finish with over 1,000 yards this season, just what does that say about the caliber of player that he is?
Yeah, he's made huge strides for us. The way he goes up and makes plays for us week in and week out, the contested catches, the one-on-ones, the double moves, the deep crossing routes, it's been tremendous. Obviously, you score points in this league and you hit the explosive plays, and he's a huge part of that all year doing that for us.
What did you learn, if anything, specific about Riley today from this game?
I learned that he can definitely play in this league for a long time. The way he prepares, we see it. We've seen it for all season. But to get out there and do it against the top defense like he did, especially, I know they took some of their guys out in the second half, but to have 17 points in the first half versus those guys was pretty impressive. Just the way he managed the game, he was calm. He's a competitor. Made great plays with his legs when he had to. Just a lot of good things.
Shane, before the season, Carly said that you and Chris had things to fix and wasn't having good.
Yeah.
Obviously, you think this year wasn't good enough. So how would you evaluate everything that happened? You said you were 82 and now you're 89.
Yeah, that's a good question. I think I'll take some time to think about that for a little bit. Obviously, the game just ended, but definitely things we have to get cleaned up for sure. There's no question about it.
Do you worry about your job, 10-year future?
That's not for me to decide. But what I will say is I love this team. I love this organization. Love the city, love the fans.
Do you feel like the arrow's headed in the right direction, even though it's very easy to point to the record and say?
Yeah, I do, because I believe that. That's how I feel about it. Obviously we showed signs early in the season that was pretty darn good, and we had some unfortunate circumstances, but that's part of the league. You got to overcome those circumstances, and that's where you have to learn from and grow from. To when you get in those situations, again, you learn from them. Like, hey, here's how we have to win now with the circumstances that we had.
Is it just being able to compete in those late game situations? Like, where do you feel like this team has been missing?
Yeah, I think you just got to dig down deep at the end of the game. When the game's on the line, whether it's a call or a play, you got to make it, to win the game. That's what this league is. It's a lot of one-score games, and you got to find ways to win.
On another note, the double fake punt there in the first half, I imagine you have to go a little deep in the playbook to work that through, kind of talk us through that and where that came from.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. We'd been working on that all year. Mason, our special teams coordinator, we had the punt up, and it was kind of like, hey, if we get this, let's go back on the ball with the same punt team without substituting and run basically a PP dive there. And you know what it is, when you convert a fake punt, usually it's like, oh shoot, here comes the offense back out, here comes the defense. So we kept the guys out there, created chaos, got them with 12 on the field. Either they're going to call timeout or something's going to happen. So it was pretty cool to get that done.
Did you ask for a cut-up of all punt formations on first down?
No, Mason and Charlie Gilman, our game management guy, they kind of look through stuff. And I don't know, who knows? People always say, like, hey, has this been done in the NFL before? I'm like, oh, that's probably never. It probably has in 1975. Who knows? We don't know, but we're like, I don't know. So it was pretty cool to get that done.
Going back to Alec for 1 second, 47 catches for 1,000 yards.
Yeah.
What did that say about just how explosive he is as a player, and really the other ways he grew too?
Yeah, it says a lot. I think it's his work ethic first and foremost. The way he goes about his business every day, shows up to work, competes his tail off, and then when the ball is thrown to him, he makes the play. And when you can create those explosive plays, that's where points come from. And obviously we had that drive to start the third quarter, where we threw it, Bowen went right down there, and then Riley obviously kept it on the zone replay. I think it was 4 or 5 play drive. But having that explosive play game in the pass game, having Alec there is huge for our offense.
All right. Your message, just in this last game, what was your message to the guy before you came out?
Yeah, it was really just about finishing and about, learning from this season. And obviously I'll have time to talk to him again, tomorrow morning. But I think learning from this season, the good times, obviously, and then obviously had to deal with adversity and doing hard better. I mean, because this league's hard, and we got to find a way to do that better and find a way at the end of games. All right, thanks.